Hello again and welcome to our Ramadan series. Today I'm going to show you a very simple and nutritious smoothie for sahur. Now I'm using dates, and dates, as you know or may not know, has been mentioned for 22 times in the Quran. And our Prophet said, a house without dates is a house without food. Well, because the date is very nutritious, it's full of minerals, vitamin A, vitamin B complex, selenium, potassium, magnesium, zinc, calcium. It's a whole food. And it is said that if you take 3 dates for sahur, it will keep you full and you will not be thirsty during the whole day of Ramadan. And it is true, because I usually take only 3 dates for my sahur. Now, I'm de-seeding the majuri dates. Put them into the blender with 1 cup of milk, about 10 almonds. I usually count, so there's 10 almonds, and a whole banana. There you go. And I like a little bit of vanilla essence, so I'll put maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. And for a little bit more bulk, I like some oats, about 2 tablespoons of oats. Then I'll blitz it. All done. So you have a beautiful light brown color, and you have a very nutritious Ramadan or sahur smoothie. The dates, as Prophet Muhammad said, these are ajwa, and they are from paradise. And we have almost about 100 different kinds of dates in the Middle East. It is a fruit that started or was born in the Middle East some 4,000 years BCE, much more earlier than Islam. But it is Islam that has actually revered the date. And for every Ramadan, we take dates as an opener to break the fast, to energize the body before we eat anything else. Now, let me pour this into a glass, and you will see how beautiful and thick and nutritious this glass will be. It's thick, as you can see. And I usually like a little bit of cinnamon on it. A smoothie for sahur, which is not warm, it's room temperature, and it's one of the best things to have. And I assure you, you will not be hungry or thirsty. Selamat berpuasa. I'm back, and this time I'm going to show you how to make a very nutritious chicken soup with macaroni. This is a favorite of my mother's, and I think this is a mix of Asian and European as well, because we don't usually use macaroni in Asian soups, but the spices and the ingredients are very Asian. I'm going to show you what I have. Half a chicken, 2 onions, red onions. I like lots of garlic, so that's like 7 pips of garlic here. Then I'll just cut some ginger, a bit of cinnamon, cardamoms, cloves, and also buah pala. And the buah pala, you can either put it in whole like this, in a piece, or you can also grate them. I'm going to switch on the fire. First, I will put the chicken in, and the water, at least a liter, because I like to cook my chicken or my soup for a few hours to let all the goodness of the chicken and the bones to really seep into the water. Then I will just slice these. They can be big, because then when you have cooked it for a couple of hours, it'll all disintegrate into the soup. Garlic, you can either leave them whole or you can smash them, because they too will disintegrate into the soup. There you go, all of them into the soup. And cinnamon, 5 cloves, 5 cardamoms, a little bit of ginger, which always gives that extra verve to the soup. Smash it, put that in. The buah pala, as I said, you can also put it whole, or you can just grate a little bit. And there you have, to allow it to simmer. And I usually cook this for about an hour and a half or 2. After which I would skim off all flop that comes up onto the pot. And then when the chicken is cooked, I'll put in the macaroni. And I'll close the pot. There you have it. It's boiling nicely, and sometimes there is a little bit of scum which I like to skim off. And after I have skimmed off, then I will put some salt in it. A teaspoon of salt. It's boiling, I can hear it boiling, and I can even have a fragrance of it. All the spices and the onions and the garlic melding. And now, let's have a look. I'm sure. Ooh, so nice. Brings back memories of my childhood. And now that it is boiling, look at that. Ooh, look at all that. Beautiful. And the soup, it's slightly dark because we've boiled it for an hour and a half. I will put in some macaroni. Now, this is what's sold out in the supermarket everywhere else. But when we were young, we used to have macaroni in long sticks, something like the bucatini. And usually when my mother's cooking the soup, all us children would rush to her because why? We love breaking the macaroni with her, and listen to the sound of it. That's what we loved. And we used to do that for her. And so I'll put the bucatini in here as well, and some macaroni, handfuls of it. Because you must remember, the pasta will just float up in the soup, and then we'll let it boil and let the pasta just open up. So good, so good. So now it's already 8 minutes, and I'm sure the macaroni will be cooked. Ah, yes, wonderful. There you go, it's al dente. Now the soup is going to be scooped into this bowl. Lots of the pasta to give you energy. Back after a long day's fast. Some chicken pieces. There you go. And we garnish it with a little bit of down soup. And what really, really is the icing on the cake, as it is just some homemade fried onions on top. So, there you have it, macaroni soup from my mother's kitchen. Selamat berbuka.